everybody, welcome back. My name is Abby. I'm with Fitness is Medicine. Today we're going to do another great workout you can do in your home, minimal equipment, very little space, and today all we're going to need is a tube or a band. I've got two different ones set up actually over here, one down low on the floor and one about chest height. And then if you happen to have a medicine ball or a slam ball, if you don't have that, there's a few different things you could do. You could use a pillow. You could fill a bag with like towels, different things you could do to kind of mimic something that you can throw. We're just throwing it down on the floor, but yeah, a pillow or really a bag of towels is probably about your best bet. You're not going to hurt anything. You can tie it up nice and tight, and it'll be easy on your house. Okay, so remember to come into these workouts warmed up and ready to go. So 5 to 10 minutes of a cardio exercise, get your heart rate up, get your muscles warmed up and ready to go, and come into these workouts ready to move. Okay, so grab that band, that tube. We're going to do a row today, but we're going to do an alternating row. So I want you to get into that good athletic stance, hips back a little bit, knees bent, not a squat, just ready to move. And of course, your abs engaged, supporting your back. So we're going to do one arm at a time today. Driving your elbow towards the back of the room. I want you to maintain stability through your core, facing that wall. So don't turn each time you pull back. I want you to really make it slow and controlled. Really requiring more core activation. Keep breathing. You want those shoulders down and back, squeezing your shoulder blade toward your spine each time you pull. Driving that elbow towards the back of the room, going slowly both directions. Keep your abs engaged. Remember, you can move back if you need a little more resistance, forward if you need a little less. Last one here. And rest. Okay. Next, we're going to do floor to stand. So remember to always have something nearby to help you if you need assistance getting up off the floor, like a sturdy kitchen chair. Maybe only do it if there's someone else at home in the house, or make sure you know you're somewhere where you can get up if you get if you get down on the floor and you find you can't get up without assistance. So having something nearby that's sturdy, that won't move, to help you if you need it. Okay, so we're going to start down on your hands and knees. We're going to do 5 on each side. If you know you can do these, you can get started and even do more. You could do 10 on each knee, but we're going to bring one knee up, bring that hand, bring your body over center. You want to center yourself over your hips and then press up. Back down to your knees. And let's alternate. So I'm going to go to my right side now. You want to bring your torso up over your center of gravity. Stand up nice and tall. Remember, that's probably the most important part of doing sit to stand or floor to stand, because if you try to get up from here, your momentum is going forward and you could fall. So if you're on the floor cleaning or playing with your grandkids or, picking up or whatever, stand up, bring that head and chest and torso over your center of gravity, over your hips, so that you can stand up straight and as safely as possible. Knee, hand up, all the way up. So in the past, I've tried to help people when they kind of struggle with getting their knee forward. So sometimes people can kind of get it here and that's about it. So I say knee, and then bring their hand here, hand up. Or if they're here and they kind of bring it here, you can kind of use either hand to kind of help it forward. You can bring it forward with both hands, however you can get to this position. So bringing that foot forward, if you can't get it all the way here on that first try, you can bring it here. And so knee, hand up, knee, hand up. So putting your hand on that knee. So we're going to do the other side now. all the way up. One more on each side. And if you need to, like I said, find a place where you can go to really help you if you need that extra something to help get you up. But whatever you're using, make sure it's sturdy and it isn't going to move if you need to grab it. Bring that chest up over your center of gravity and all the way up. Okay, now we're going to go back down to the ground. We're going to do fire hydrants. So this is a really good hip stabilizer. Down on your hands and knees. And you want to bring your leg out to the side like this, but not so far that your hips or your back change. So you want to think about balancing a teacup on your back. Don't be an overachiever on this one. You don't need to bring it way up here. You actually start engaging other muscles, and all you want to do is isolate your glute right here. So it's not actually a very big motion. You want to keep your back flat, envisioning holding like a hot cup of tea. You don't want to spill on your back or break the china. And rest. Okay, we'll switch. If you're doing this in your proper range of motion, you're also having to engage your core to stay as stable as you can. Keep breathing. Similarly, keep your shoulders down, keep your head in line with the rest of your spine, so you don't need to be watching it here or looking up this way. You want to keep everything in a good alignment, keeping those neck and shoulders happy. Now, if you want to, you can stretch back into a child's pose here and really stretch out those hips and shoulders. You can do that at the end to kind of give yourself a good release. All right, we're going to stay down on the floor here. So, lying down on your side, and we're going to do a lower leg lift. So I find it easier to kind of bring that leg out to the side. Some people like to do it more like this. I think it's easier to kind of bring that leg out in front. I'll prop myself up on my elbow here, and we're going to lift and lower, working those inner thighs. So this is all hip stabilization. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. All right, this is your adductors. We worked your abductors, bringing them out to the side. Now this is your adductors, ADD. 1. So what this does is it helps your gait. It helps stabilize your gait. Gives you strong hips. You want good stable hips. Helps you with balance. Helps with muscle alignment, keeping all of those tiny little muscle groups as strong as they can be to help support you when you're walking or when you're standing or when you're, cooking, cleaning, things like that. And rest. Okay, good. Now, stand up nice and slowly. Use that floor to stand technique. Come up over your good center of gravity there and stand up. Make sure you stand up slowly so you don't have any lightheaded or dizziness. And we're going to come back over here to this tube that I have on the floor. And we're going to do some low to high pulls, kind of a twisting motion. So I want your feet wider than hips apart. I've got a good distance here because I'm going to be transferring my weight from side to side here. I'm going to start low over my left knee and then twist up across to a diagonal up above my right shoulder. 2, that's 3, 4, 5, 6. So a little bit of a squat at the bottom, going up to standing. 8, 9, and 10. Good. All right, now we'll turn around and go the opposite way. So you can see both directions where this is working. So you're going to be working down here, a little bit of a squat. It's nothing deep. It's nothing extreme. Crossing up, thinking about moving in a diagonal pattern. 4, low to high. 5, again, you can go closer to make it easier. 6, or come out further to make it more difficult. 8. This involves a lot of muscle groups. May get your heart rate up a little bit. And 10. Good. And the very last one is we're going to do those ball slams. So if you've found something in your house that you can use, this isn't super heavy. It's big, but it's not super heavy. If you don't have a ball, you're going to have to squat and pick up whatever you're slamming each time. But that's okay, that's more exercise. Make sure that you're somewhere where you can get your hands all the way up over your head. You want to uncoil. So you're like a spring, all the way uncoiled, and then coil up like a spring. Use all of your muscle groups, slam that ball hard. 4, 5. I usually get up on my tiptoes and then I use everything I can to bring that down. So this is one of my favorite ones. I think it's fun. 8. 2 more. 9. And 10. Okay, great job. Hopefully if you have downstairs neighbors, they won't get too angry. You could do it in the middle of the day so it doesn't bother them too much. Let me know if you have any questions. Go through these 1 to 2 more times. You can add some cardio in between. Keep your heart rate up and give yourself a good full hour workout. All right, like I said, let me know if you have any questions and we'll see you next time. Thank you, everybody. Keep moving.